Do you want some?
This is a world premiere. This is a world.
So hey, Reg here, and I am just hanging out in my apartment. I'm gonna enjoy this little bit of watermelon here. And I thought I'd talk to you guys about just some things that have been on my mind recently. You guys, I've been trying not to get, just been trying to stay out of the drama. I noticed immediately, like when I tapped into the drama, suddenly, it's like I see, suddenly I've got a lot of views, and, that's exciting. And the temptation is to, ride that wave, right? But why? I mean, who am I doing that for, right? I don't even, right at this point, I don't even monetize my videos. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that, but I have some videos that are definitely monetized. It's something that I used to do actually before I was really creating content for other people to consume, I guess. I was creating content, one of my first videos was a trip that I took to Mexico, and I was just making a blog of just like every day during the trip. I thought it would be really cool to have a record of that trip. So I posted that, and if you go back, you can look through and you can see. And I monetized, a number of those. And then back in 2012, I did a 60-day raw food cleanse. I actually did a master cleanse, and I did some other cleanses, whatever. And then I did a 60-day raw food challenge, and I monetized some of those videos. And it was really more about, like, if I was going to have these videos sitting online. I had the experience of one of my videos. I think one of my videos has like 25,000 views, whatever. And it's random. It's of me in a cave in Rutas de Cacahuamilpa, which is in Guerrero in Mexico, the state of Guerrero in Mexico. And it just happened to be a video that got a lot of views, so I monetized it. Whatever. But I tend not to monetize these just because I've had recently the experience of going to visit some other people's channels, and it's a vegan channel, and the first thing I see is an ad for the Outback Steakhouse, and I feel like something about that is incongruent, and so I don't want that happening. But talking a little bit about what do I want in my life. One of my most watched recent videos is about Gazi Kodzo, and it was really interesting because that video, I think the first Gazi video has close to 3,000 views right now, which for a channel that has less than 1,000 subscribers, it's a fair amount. But it's so clear that the reason that video has drawn so many people, it's because they hate Gazi. Yeah, that's kind of disgusting. And I didn't post that video because I hate Gazi. And I didn't even post that video because my assumption was that other people hated him. My reason for posting the video was I was very uncomfortable with the way that Gazi, as an African-American man, engages with white people. He's very insulting. He's very irreverent. And to me, there's something really fascinating about that, because we live in a society where, in my experience, African Americans tend to be seen as beneath white people. So to have an African American who has open contempt for white people, as, is it wrong? Yeah, it's probably wrong to have contempt for anyone, but when you live your life on the other end of structural violence, what are you supposed to do with that, you know? And I think that people expect way too much from black people. You expect way too much from black people. People expect black people, regardless of how, messed up things are in the world, you should always be nice. And that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And, we saw recently with the drama how quickly people get nasty, right? In fact, we see how quickly people get nasty over almost nothing. So can you imagine, 200 years of slavery and then 100 years of racial oppression in this country, and black people aren't supposed to even be annoyed. We're not supposed to furrow our brow. We're supposed to be happy, and I'm cool with that. I actually like being happy. I prefer being happy, but it's a lot to ask. Be happy. So with that in mind, back to this drama. So I've decided I don't want it. I don't want it in my life. So I'm going to try to excise it from my life. Something that I've been doing on my channel, and I want to know what you guys think about it. I have been, blocking people. If people are hostile, if people call me names, I just block them. And I always feel a lot of guilt about blocking people from the channel. It's just, you can call it censorship. But, I'm not a newspaper. I'm not a TV show. I'm a YouTube channel with less than 1,000 viewers. Come on now. Someday maybe I'll have more viewers than that. I don't know. But in the meantime, it doesn't mean anything. If I block someone, it's personal. It's just me not wanting to, deal with that person. I don't want that I don't want that energy around me. So, I block it. Especially if the person's being abusive. And of course, no one ever feels like they're being abusive. Everyone always feels like they were being nice. Everyone feels like they were, what did I say? What did I say that was wrong? I only called you a nigger, whatever. But, it's crazy. But, I'm glad I'm eating this watermelon right now. I just bought it maybe yesterday, 2 days ago. But I didn't put it in the refrigerator, and it's already got that kind of like, I'm fermenting right now. It's got a little bit of that I'm fermenting taste. It's still delicious. It's great. But it's got a little bit of that I'm fermenting kind of flavor to it. Anyway. So the reason I bring up blocking people is that I just discovered that there's a way not to see videos by certain channels. From certain channels, I can basically hide entire channels. And I thought, oh wow. First of all, I don't even want to tell people about this because this is like that's on the verge of like, I don't know, that's sinful. If you can block a whole channel, that's like killing someone. I don't know, it's like killing them, shooting them out of the airlock on Battlestar Galactica. Not the one with Lauren Green. And then today, I was on my run, and I thought, if my YouTube channel is like my home, and I talked a little bit about, creating a safe space for people, right? If my YouTube channel is like my home and I want to provide the most comfortable setting for my guests to come and hang out with me, I'm not just gonna let anybody come in, right? Because there's gonna be people who are gonna make that space unsafe. And so, in some ways, by blocking people, by hiding channels, I make the space safer for myself mostly, right? And what was happening is I'd be hanging out at my computer, which, for me, I want the time that I spend sitting at my computer, checking out YouTube channels, watching your videos. And by you, I mean, my friends, the people I feel are part of my growing community. I don't want to see like somebody's smug face in the thumbnail over there on the right side. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to see that. I don't even want to see that person. I don't want to be reminded of, what that person represents. And so I just, I'm hiding certain channels so that I don't have to worry about that. And, there's always the chance that I will see something from, that person likely embedded in someone else's channel, right? If there's something really going on that's big news about, like, if something terrible happened with that person, heaven forbid, then I'd get the news and I'd find out. So it's not like that person is really in exile. It's just I'm not seeing them from day to day. And I can always, if I'm interested, I can always go and check out that person's channel. I just don't want it being delivered into, I don't want it delivered to my page. And I feel like that's fair. The titles. Sometimes the titles of people's videos. And I know, because I have some screwed up titles. I have some titles that are that come off as pretty, hostile or ghetto or whatever. I don't know. But, I'm having fun with you guys because I feel like you know me and you know that that's not me. In fact, I probably kind of bleep out most of the, if I use like bad words or whatever. And yes, I did say bad words. If I use them in my titles, I try to, censor them somewhat. So I try to keep it family friendly. I happen to know that, young relatives of mine, I work with a lot of, kids, and they tune in, they watch my stuff. So I don't want anything that I post to be something that I wouldn't, not only would I not want them to see it, but I would want to be able to sit down and watch it with them and be able to answer questions about what I'm talking about. Because for me, this is mostly about education. This is not about, trying to upset people. This is trying to get people to want to have a conversation. So yeah, it's very important that I provide a safe space for, a wide range of people. I work with people who are, 5, 6 years old. I have a theater company and we have kids in the company. And the themes that I address in my channel are the themes that, we address in the plays that we do. So it's not like there are probably some 6-year-olds out there who could tell some of the people who have viewed my videos and gotten upset a thing or two about, structures of violence in, the world that we live in, and not because of things that I've told them, but things that they've experienced firsthand. So, I'm not, I don't feel like the subject matter of my videos is not child friendly. I think we live in a world that's not child friendly. And so I'm just sharing their reality because it's something that they need to be protected from, but not from me, from the world itself, right? I don't know if I told you guys, but privileged vegan Maureen came to see the show, and I'm hoping maybe to connect with her You guys know I've been trying to, oh man, Vegan Batman, I know he's mad at me. He's probably mad at me because I've been trying to connect with him, and I've just stopped making plans because we always get somehow foiled, and it's like the universe just doesn't want us to like do a collab video. But I just think that would be so awesome before I leave, you know, New York City, to do a collab video with the Vegan Batman. He's a cool dude. He seems like a really cool dude. He seems like a really kind person. And I just imagine that we would probably laugh a lot if we did a collab video. So if you guys really want to see a collab video between me and the chocolate video, chocolate vegan, the Vegan Batman, you guys, you know, shout it out, make it totally clear. I don't know, maybe you guys can pick up the tab for dinner or something like that. I don't know, whatever. But that is likely to happen. Maybe we'll invite a whole bunch of people. I don't know, so that even if one of us doesn't make it, at least we'll have the joy of the company of other people. So yeah. I hope this isn't freaking people out, because I am going to totally eat this whole half a watermelon. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to sit here and watch it. My battery's kind of low, so the battery might die before. In fact, it's kind of flashing now, so I might not get to the end of this watermelon, but the other thing is, I could tear this up. I would have been done with this, except I'm running my mouth, so it's making it hard to take care of business here. Oh my God, it's so cute. Jack is like knocked out. Hold on. I'm gonna move the camera because I want you guys to see. Jack is knocked out. That's cute, right? I think he knows that he's being watched, and I think well, he heard me say his name, but anyway, that's it. I just wanted to eat some watermelon and chill out with you guys for a little while. I hope that was enjoyable for you. It totally was enjoyable for me. And that's it for this video. Like it if you like it, share, comment, subscribe. This is Reg signing off. Love yourself. Peace.